Prepare for combat.
With that admission from chat, let's get into Dragonshire, map number 1 of the day. We got a bunch of HoTS casting for all of you. Settle on in for a great day here. Division 1 is where we're heading to for our first map. On the left side, we've got Pacas on drugs with a Diablo, Kael'thas, Dahaka, Anduin, and Sylvanas. Over on the right side of this Dragonshire matchup, our red side squad with a Yrel, Tychus, Muradin, Rhaegar, and Chromie. We got a fun little gamble going on right now. Who wins this map number 1? Go ahead and get your gambles in, and let's see how Dragonshire and such unfolds. The average family doesn't carry around anti-jelly meds. I don't think many people do. Maybe the lifeguard station would have that. Top lane, we currently have Sylvanas going in with the Black Arrow activation onto the tower, but Yrel and Tychus are on top to dissuade that early game siege. Muradin catching the Dahaka in the rotation, just slowing him down. As I mentioned though, with the Dahaka, we've got enhanced agility level 1, so he's got that speed boost for 5 seconds after tapping or leaving a bush. Oh, spell shield for the Diablo. Sylvanas getting bit up by Rhaegar's lunge, but a leap of faith from King Solomon will save the Banshee Queen. Tygo not going down just yet, as Tychus gets a grenade onto Diablo. Another lunge in from Rhaegar, Muradin with the Dwarf Toss, but no Stormbolt connection. We need Jelly Guards. That's just SpongeBob and Patrick. Once again, the first time for the Chromie. Diablo was trying to step up right there for some sort of collision connection with the Shadow Charge. Same in bottom. Lands the Shadow Charge. No collision. Overpowered to create a little bit more room. Unfortunately, Sylvanas and Kael'thas cannot land the necessary damage for a kill. And Alpaca Man backs away with the Living Bomb applied to Muradin. Couple autos into sub Muradin right now. Tychus on the right side working in the camp. Diablo stepping up. Muradin Dwarf tosses in to help out the ally. Getting great setup for that Tychus. Auto attack damage, but the Shadow Charge comes through, and that's going to be Tychus going down. First blood over towards the left side squad. And Tygo looking for more kills into the Muradin. Unfortunately, cannot close the distance, and only 1 kill to be achieved. They got 9,800 on Pacas on drugs to win map number 1. Any Munchie believers? Gonna walk to Costco for lunch, but super cold at the moment. What kind of weather do you guys have today? Oh, I missed the message from... I did really like to see the giant pandas at the zoo as a kid, but I gotta already start to think other creature. Oh yeah. Whenever I go back to visit my parents and friends and stuff in Metro Detroit, we always go to the Detroit Zoo, and that was what I was trying to think of earlier. Like, what do I love seeing? And honestly, I think we spend the most time at the grizzly bear exhibit. I don't know, they're just such cute giant murder machines. This Anduin, though, trying to back away, lands the Chastise onto Muradin. Diablo finds a great Shadow Charge into the wall as the Dwarf Toss is denied. Rhaegar goes in, and I don't think the Diablo wanted that leap of faith right there. I think they wanted to put the pressure onto Rhaegar and try and take down the Shaman. Unfortunately, Rhaegar lives and heals up the allies around as the bottom lane Siege Giants continue to pressure the lane. Yrel and Dahaka on top lane, just trying to look and see what the structures are like. It seems like there's some double soak duty from the Dahaka coming out as bottom lane pressure is the main priority for the side of Pacas on drugs. 30 degrees Fahrenheit, but the wind chill... Oh, yeah, now with wind chill, no way. I was going to say, if it's just 30 degrees, then bundle up and have a nice adventure in the cold, but no, not when it's like 10 Fahrenheit, negative 12 Celsius. No, that's not fun. That's that biting cold that, like, no matter how many layers of clothes you have on, you're still cold. Midwesterners know what I'm talking about. That's a nice overpower onto Tychus, splitting him from the allies. A gravity laps the body blocks, and it's actually Sylvanas to go down. Diablo, he doesn't have a buyback. The Fire Stomp to heal a little bit, but the murder from Tychus will be achieved as he picks up another stack on Master Assassin level 4. Currently 2 for him. And a double kill, of course, in bottom lane. Oh, apologies. Dahaka goes down in top lane to the Yrel. Looks like there was a very close trade there. Just looking over at chat, apparently ninjas, it's a over 70 for you guys? Golly. Oh, Someone put 10 on Munchies at the end. Thank you so very much. I really hope the Munchies win for the one believer with 10 points. It's a 1 to 982 payout. I love it. I absolutely love it. Groby with some artillery into the fort front gate here in bottom lane. Dragonite, by the way, was picked up by the Munchie crew, and that's starting to slam into top lane fort. Sylvanas kicked away the Haunting Wave. Oh, good idea, but unable to actually, Sylvanas may have not activated the Haunting Wave, possibly seeing the Urel coming up here. Not 100% sure. Could have been a timing thing too, but either way, Sylvanas manages top. Bottom lane is defended. The tower here has got 5 HP. And over in mid lane, things are still pretty hardy and healthy. Muradin anchoring in the bush over here. Thunderclap down and just gets the dismount onto Diablo, who throws a Fire Stomp through. I believe it's sold a Flame pickup, so trying to generate some extra souls there for Diablo. Temporal Loop, Ancestor Healing, Avatar, Odin, and Ardent Defender for Urel. Camp on the right side will be picked up. Complete disengage call coming out from the side of Pacas on drugs as the Stormbolt for Muradin does connect. The Chastise from Anduin answered back into him. And that's really all we're going to see. More Fire Stomps through the wave. Diablo is on full souls now. Dwarf toss into Stormbolt. Diablo is saved by a Gravity Lapse, trying to displace the Tychus. The Fire Stomp, will it return for some healing? It's pretty good, but the Muradin body blocks with the Avatar is really on point. The Light Bomb zones, the Pyroblast is on a 10-second cooldown, as Diablo well tap is going to be enough to keep him alive, and it's Tychus the one to get picked off in this bottom lane fight. Beautifully done, great defense, huge healing from King Solomon.
But his power remains.
Not even close, according to Twitch chat. But yes, it is a Pyroblast for the Kael'thas, Lightning Breath Diablo, Isolation, Light Bomb, and Wailing Arrow. Light Bomb might have been the saving grace in that situation right there as we take a look around. Wait, hold on, going into mid lane. Chastise into Gravity Lapse with a Flame Strike underneath it. That's all we're going to see from them. What's up, Lazy Hydra? Happy Thursday to you, bud. Little Fire Stomp out from Diablo. As we rotate back into bottom, Muradin trying to get the Stormbolt connection. Overpower, Light Bomb, Lightning Breath. Chromie mitigates all of that around her with a timeout, but here comes the Ancestral, then Pyroblast with an Isolation as well. I gotta see how much overkill was that on Chromie. 360 overkill, a whole Xbox. Haka working on the wave, and Urel is just tanking tower shots, saying, I can probably take down fort here for ease. Ooh, avoids the drag with an Avenging Wrath. Bottom lane has Odin summoned up. What's up, Bear? How you doing, bud? Good to see ya. Happy Thursday to you as well. Fantastic day for HoTS content. Gonna do a bunch of casting, and then we'll play some Marvel Rivals to learn a Raccoon. We'll learn how to play Rocket Raccoon a little bit later on today, but until then, we're gonna do a bunch of HoTS casting. I have a menagerie of games for all of you, and hopefully it is appreciated to get you through your Thursday work days. Stormbolt onto the Sylvanas, Thunderclap to follow it up. Couple autos coming in, Living Bomb applied, Gravity Lapse misses, Tychus dashes. Spreading that Living Bomb over to the Rhaegar. Alpaca Man a little low, gets slapped by a grenade of Tychus. Chromie trying to get some shots in as well. No Haunting Wave teleport activation as Sylvanas. Tygo playing a little aggressive here. Siege Giants just respawning above as Dahaka Urel continue their dance in solo lane. Let's actually take a look here. We've been really focused on the bottom lane engagement. It's where a lot of the fun's been happening, but maybe, just maybe, we'll take a peek here and see how our solo laners are faring against each other. Get a little bit of a highlight for them as well. Dahaka Hearthing, he's not in the bush. He doesn't actually have the invisibility. You see here. And Urel doesn't actually run up in time. Okay. I wonder if that was like a bait or something. That was weird. Or maybe just the Dahaka player thought they were in the bush. But yeah, there was no eye over the bar. So no invisibility or bush value. That's going to be a gravity lapse. Dahaka brush talking into the bottom. That's going to be, or into the mid. There's going to be a drag, ancestor healing, lightning breath trying to cook up Muradin, who's got Avatar activated. The isolation, the flame strike is on him as well, and that's a dark swarm to take down the Dwarf King. My gosh. Chromie just chilling for the bottom. We got Sylvanas on point for potential Dragonite. Unfortunately, the top Sunshrine held by the enemy. Fissure Bomb level 13, by the way, or Fission Bomb for the Kael'thas, increased the Living Bomb explosion radius by 20%. We've also got the Sun King's Fairy Living Bomb that spreads to enemy heroes, deals 35% more damage, so bigger explosion radius for that to happen. I'm assuming we'll see the Ignite at level 16. Dahaka in top lane, possibly pressured by Yrel and Tychus. Overkill activated. Little grenade goes out, but Migo goes. Over in bottom lane, though, Sylvanas is going to try and push things up a little bit with Black Arrows activated. Siege Giants as well. Just looking to see what her level 4 was right there, and she's just got the Cold Embrace. Or excuse me, the Unstable Poison. Cold Embrace is 7. Half a level to go for 16s on the right side, and this Dragonshire map is looking really good back and forth between the two sides. I mean, still 5-5 in structures, 5-3 in kills, a quarter, maybe to a half a level difference overall. Not bad start for our first best of 3 of the day for Heroes Lounge. Fire Stomp from Diablo just gets the dismount onto Muradin. Sylvanas. The baby chase onto the Yrel in top lane. Not the case. Here comes Muradin with a Stormbolt, Leap of Faith. Onto the Dahaka as a Fire Stomp from Diablo goes through the enemies. Uh-oh. Light Bomb! Oh my god, the Light Bomb activation as the Sylvanas gets pulled back with the Temporal Loop. Chat, take notes for your competitive games. That was actually brilliant. I don't think I've ever seen someone do that before. Because usually it's like, oh man, I better use this cleanse or this something. King Solomon gets a self-cast heal and almost saves, but Yrel comes in with the Ardent Restoration and gets a slap to the face. And Anduin does go down. That was actually brilliant. I love that. I feel like I never see that ever. A drag onto Yrel. I think there was a Earth Grasp Totem down from Rhaegar, slowing the drag up for the pulp direction. Living Bomb spreading to a few enemies there. We do have that Ignite level 16 for the Kael'thas. Elongated Tongue for the Dahaka as well. Full Fire Stomp build on the Diablo. Will the Forsaken for Sylvanas. Oh, everything's looking pretty standard. Tanky build for Muradin with Stormform at level 16. Chilling in mid lane. Munchies going for a channel. Cancelled by the Dahaka in top. I can't believe it. I thought they had the Dragonite right there. Meanwhile, by the way, there is Catapult in bottom lane, pressuring onto the Keep front gate. It does fixate into structures, but Tychus will have the overkill through that wave. No big deal. Yrel grabs the Sunshrine, and guess what? Diablo grabs the Moonshrine, trading objectives. But Dahaka time stopped. It's going to be the movement speed augment there. So we've got a isolation. He's going to be pulled back by the Temporal Loop. What little essence I think he had, I believe, is popped. Absolutely. A dive onto Dahaka that yields a trade. Realistically, they trade isolation for Temporal Loop. I'm still waiting for our next Dragonite phase of the game to be popping up here. Siege Giants on the left to be managed. Muradin getting a few autos on the wave. Same Diablo with, or I guess Fire Stomp from Diablo. Totem down from Rhaegar. Drag onto the Tychus. Cleansed by Rhaegar. There's a Shadow Charge in. Tychus trying to get to a safe position. That feels like a fairly early Ancestral as the Lightning Breath comes out. There was a Wailing Arrow in the back lane. Currently up Sylvanas with the Unstoppable backing away. Light Bomb to be utilized to try and stun up the Chromie, but she has the timing on this one. Anduin does go down. So does the Dahaka. Munchies are absolutely chomping through the enemy team here as the Yrel Avenging Wrath, the Righteous Hammer, the minus 15 armor. Diablo goes down to a Chromie shot, but the Living Bomb, Nobody goes down. Are you serious? Tychus gets Odin. And they take out the Kael'thas as well. It's a 7-kill stack for the Tychus Master Assassin. But in the end, it is a quadra kill, resetting those Diablo souls. Beautifully done from Munchies as they tear down the bottom lane fort and potentially get a Dragonite in mid. Hey, Believers, how you feeling about those points? How you feeling right now, Believers? Thanks for the lurk, Rommel. Appreciate it, bud. Totem down. Diablo walks through a heckload of sand. 40 souls currently for him. Time trap set up in the flank position as the Dragonite works through the bottom lane keep front gate. More Molten Flames coming down. Shots raining into Tygo. Stormbolt from Muradin. Heals out from Anduin as well. Currently have the Dragonite working on the bottom lane keep. Around 50% HP, less than that, but keep is falling rapidly. Sylvanas clears out the wave as well with that unstable poison. And Yrel is able to back away just fine. They get almost, they get more than 70% of this keep health bar. Odin's up in 5 seconds. Could utilize that in a second. Bottom keep does go down. Wind condition set up through bottom lane. Siege camp up in 20. Bruiser camp in a minute 20. Siege camp on the right is up and available, but it looks like there's an invade on this camp with a 20 talent tier advantage. Piercing Sands, Farseer's Blessing. We've got the Muradin with the Hardened Shield. That's 75 armor for 4 seconds. The 60-second cooldown. Big red button for the Tychus and the Seraphim. Yrel, of course. What's up, Bathroom? How you doing, bud? Away from Sylvanas just to check things out. Siege Giant camp grab for bottom. All heroics, by the way, are available, and we've only had one Pyroblast so far. One that actually got fully casted. One of them got put on a 10-second cooldown because the target died too quickly, but I don't know how I'm feeling about this Pyroblast. 32 stacks for the Kael'thas, by the way, on his regeneration globes. I guess they're leaving this camp for the time being, or, you know, someone else will channel the camp. People watching the VOD might think why you agreed a bathroom. The Twitch chat's in the VOD, though. Are you talking about on YouTube? Nah, I don't. I would be willing to bet people on YouTube just assume it's a Twitch chat or name bathroom. I mean, there's some Twitch chat names out there, man. There's some names out there that a little bit more wild. Stormbolt from Muradin as the bottom lane camp is currently being worked on by the rest of the ally team. The drag from Dahaka does connect. Does he have the Hardened Shield activation? He does, as well as the Avatar, the Ancestor healing. After that isolation did connect, it's 20 talents here on both sides. Wailing Arrow into the enemy team, but Muradin is just tanking so much damage from Living Bomb to spread to a few allies here. It is Flamethrower level 20 for the Kael'thas. As the drag onto Yrel does connect, a grenade from Tychus. A leap of faith to pull that Dahaka to safety. More Fire Stomp healing from Diablo as he backs away as well. Next Dragonite phase is here. What is the game plan from Munchies? Bottom lane needs to be clear. Top lane's crashing onto keep. I think they can get this Dragonite. Looks like they're going to put Tychus inside of this. Not the biggest fan of that, especially with Odin value, but here we go. Dragonite could be game-winning. Could be game-winning to the one Munchie believer. Let's see here. Taking out the keep front gate in mid. Kick onto Sylvanas to push her further away. More Molten Flames out from the Dragonite. Living Bomb, trying not to spread that to too many allies. Dragonite getting great damage onto the keep. Another kick, this time onto Diablo. He goes way far away from his team. Muradin and Rhaegar want to chase him down. They would reset souls. There was a purge as well. Bolt of the Storm. Hellgate had to be used by Diablo right there. stealing a utility of his, but we did see the Rhaegar try and use Purge for that slow, so that's 60-second cooldown for that cleanse. The big bomb still spreading to a few allies around. Good deter from this Kael'thas. Keeping the mid lane, survives for the time being. A living bomb. And no flame strike connection or spread. Okay. Here comes our Odin. Big red button guarantees the keep in mid. And maybe they're going to step up a little bit more. That living bomb spreading to Chromie. Got to be careful about those, that fissure level 16 or level 13. 20% radius. More big red button, but focusing on the enemy heroes here. Dahaka's going to hearth out. It seems like there's a call to disengage. Camp on the right will be grabbed with the last bit of time left from the Odin. This is a tense match, I'm not gonna lie. This is getting really tense. I mean, bottom lane is kind of a win condition. Actually, is the win condition for the side of Pacas on drugs, but they really need a couple kills here. On the opposing side, Munchies, they find like 1 or 2 kills outside of the Diablo, and I think they can just run core and end. Stormbolt to check. They know the enemy's on the camp. Will they invade in time? A little grenade says that's it. It does bathroom. I turn it off. It saves the chat. I found a large patch of ice. Thankfully, my wrist and my butt were there to catch my fall. Oh, Lard, be careful, bud. Be careful. I found out that my hiking boots yesterday are insanely good on icy streets. Yeah, be careful, dude. That's no joke. Avenging Wrath in from the Rel. There's a little Hellgate. Big flame strike from the Kael'thas. Isolation coming through as well. Yrel is trying not to spread the living bomb, but it's going to be spread. The Ancestral comes through just in time. The light bomb will take down the Chromie. The big red button is not going to be enough to deter the enemy. There's going to be a Pyroblast into Murid, and he's got that 75 armor, but it looks like that's just physical right now. But only Chromie to go down. Are Pacas on drugs going to turn this map around here in the late game? They can't get Dragonite. Your shoes are basically ball tires. You know, there's also, if you don't want to invest in these shoes, you can also get the, there's like a, like an attachment you can get for shoes that you can, put on the bottom that makes it like grippy. It's not a spray, it's like a legit thing you can put on your shoes. I know some of my neighbors have them, but I just wear hiking boots whenever it snows and I walk bandit. They're going for the fight without the Chromie. Dahaka showing in mid. It's a 4v4. Leap of Faith to pull Diablo to safety. Does have souls. Dahaka brush stalking into the flank. No ice. Actually, isolation is available. Rhaegar goes in with the bite. He can't get the healing from the essence. Oh my god. Oh my god. Crowie's back alive. Waves are pushing in. Muradin is sprinting to the bottom lane. Yrel's grabbing top. Oh, wow. You have those, but the winter's been too hot to get icy. Yeah. The only reason we had ice was a couple days ago because we had rain and then it froze overnight. So when I walked in the morning, the sun wasn't out. But that ice went away by like 9:30 in the morning. But of course I walked Bandit before that. That is going to be a quick double kill. Oh my Heroes of the Storm. Who just happened to throw 10 channel points on Munchies? Just to have odds? Whomever you are, thank you. You about to get paid out. You about to get paid out, my friend. Thank you for putting odds on the gamble. Your sacrifice of 10 channel points has been rewarded. GG, well played. Munchies take map number 1 in our first best of 3 of the day. Nicely done. On a positive note, I now have Costco pizza. Well, that's good. That is a very positive note. Which team wins Dragonshire? Munchies. I can't believe it. Wait, hold on, Slard. Big question. Did you get a whole Costco pizza or just some slices? I haven't actually gotten a whole pizza from them in a very long time. But I feel like the whole pizza is better than the slices, because I feel like the whole pizza is like fresh. And I think the slices kind of sit out a little bit. You just got a slice. I really want to get a whole pizza one of these days. It's like, it's kind of hard to go get a whole pizza because you have to drive down the mountain and you either eat it in the parking lot or you like eat it as you're driving up, because there's no way you're gonna like drive 40 minutes, get a pizza, then drive 40 minutes with it just sitting there. I could get some for my coworkers, I guess, but I don't like them. We could be your coworkers, Lard. Finances, Excel, formulas, banking. We're gonna run some ads. Now's a good time to subscribe.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Welcome back, everybody, into our Best of 3 series here in Division 1 of Heroes Lounge. We got a Twitch prediction going on as to who will win this map. Left side is going to be Pacas on drugs with a Diablo, Greymane, Blaze, Chromie, and Whitemane trying to take us to a map number 3 through Battlefield of Eternity. Right side of the map, we have got our Munchies looking for a quick and clean 2-0. Shut down this series for Division 1 with an Anduin, Li Ming, Thrall, Johanna, and Stabby Daddy Imperious. I want to retire and watch Bandit, Baha, and Royson. Hell yeah. Laws of Hope level 1 for the Johanna into a Greymane. Okie dokie. Laws of Hope on a 2-lane map. Okie dokie. Interesting. Another Laws of Hope game. That's just I gotta be honest. I gotta be a little judgmental here. I'm quite surprised by that level 1 pickup. We'll see how many globes they actually end up getting by the end of the game. But currently it's 20% of Johanna's health bar, healed over 5 seconds with a 40-second cooldown. Roshin, sorry, my apologies. I do my best. Shadow charge into the wall will be met with a Chastise. Spell shield activation from the Diablo's level 1. As a bottom lane trade in damage is happening, but no real winner for a kill. Actually, I would say that Pacas on drugs do have the lead in damage. That Johanna quite chunked. Peeking into the top lane, Imperious a little low on mana. Blaze a little low on health. See how the matchup looks here, as I think Blaze was trying to bait out a Celestial charge, but Imperious player a little too wise in the situation. Will not burn the Q. Them from Johanna pulling people around right now. Blame the Irish. Oh, okay. God dang those people on that island. Island? Yeah, island. God dang them and their very good beer. A little bit of poke damage here in the bottom lane. We do have the Well of Light for the Anduin at level 1, so currently just seeing a lot of players trying to utilize that for the... It's just a chunk of HP, not a chunk, but it's just a little tidbit of HP. It's 56 and does that 15 times to the targets inside. They have good beer. The Irish? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like famous worldwide for their pilsners. Let me know in the YouTube comments if I'm wrong. Immortals are spawning here on the north-south positioning. The Immortal spawn is always standardized for the first one. Goes to the north and south, and then east to west on the race sides. We got level 4s on for both teams as well. 6 stacks on that Laws of Hope for the Johanna. 24 on the, once again, the first time for the Chromie. And no piercing light stacks as Anduin just kind of got that a level ago. There's a Celestial Charge into a Chastise. Molten Flame activated. Condemned from Johanna pulls in the Blaze. And First Blood goes over to the side of Munchies as our Twitch Gamble does have odds on both sides. Still going if you have an opinion on the outcome as Diablo goes down. A double kill early on for the Munchie members. Doa made that mistake during CCL, during like one of his first casts of Battlefield of Eternity, and chat like just erupted. He doesn't know the game! Fire him! He's worthless! Johanna able to back away, a little healing coming out onto her from the Anduin as well. Currently have our Immortals on that race potential side. And the burn is looking pretty good on the left. Who is going to come out on top? Blaze tries to delay things out with a Jet Propulsion. It looks like he may have bought a window for his allies to win out the race. It will be Blue Immortal, won by the side of Pacas on drugs, heading to the top lane. The more well-defended lane, as bottom has taken a little bit of damage on the gate, not as much in top. 44 souls and rising for Diablo, 31 stacks for the Chromie of the 40. Still, 6 stacks on that Laws of Hope for the Johanna. Overpower onto the Johanna, just trying to get her into an awkward position. Allow the Immortal to get more siege value. Chromie artillery raining in. But it does not look like anyone's going to the beach just yet. Oh, wait a minute, Anduin getting a little chunk there. Seems like the gate goes down with 50% of the fort. And that's the end of our siege in the top lane. I think Diablo's maybe angling for a potential setup onto Anduin, but no pull, no overpower shadow charge. They are mortal in health only because the other person does 0 damage. Yeah. The Immortals are immune to each other's damage. I don't know, I thought I had another word in there. Fire Stomp out from Diablo. Time Trap onto the Johanna. It's going to be the Time Troubles with that armor debuff to the enemies, -15. Imperious Blaze are down the bottom lane doing their respective duties of soaking. Sin's exposed from the Johanna level 4. Giving some healing debuff to the Diablo, but he backs away fine. Giggle Beam from Whitemane is good. And we do have our first 5% increase of the Johanna, so she now heals for 25% as she got the 10 stacks, 10 globes. If only they added more maps before the shutdown, JK. So wait, you what? that's good. It's very confusing right there, bud. So you don't want more maps? Temporal Loop, Leap of Faith perfectly timed right there from the Anduin. They get the Chastise into Diablo. As Li Ming fishes for an Arcane Orb. Magic Missile combo. Speaking of fishing, you can use your Prime Gaming here. Left side, right side race potentials. We already have Blaze, Greymane working on this. 1 shield glare from the Johanna. They back away for a bit more. Or excuse me, for a bit. Reading chat as I'm casting. Li Ming on the right side, getting some damage in, but it still will be the first half picked up by the members of Pacas on drugs. So, heroics are almost here. Temporal Loop has already been picked up by the Chromie. Hold the phone, the fight breaks out. There's a Jet Propulsion into the backline, and Temporal Loop onto the Johanna. Light Bomb from the Anduin. Chastise connecting onto 2 through the Greymane into the Blaze. Greymane goes down first. The Celestial Charge from Imperious. They cook up Diablo as the souls will be expended. The splash from the Arcane Orb of Li Ming gets her a reset. She throws in another one, lands the damage into the Blaze, but they go for Immortal phasing and race. Johanna anchors just below, making sure no damage goes onto their Immortal. Diablo hits level 10, so he's got reduced soul consumption. Celestial Charge with the Angelic Armament to disengage. Divine Reckoning level 10 for the White Mane. Of course, the Temporal Loop. Bunker for the Blaze. Blunker. We got a Lightning Breath Diablo and Curse Bullet Greymane on the opposing side. We mentioned some of these, but it's Light Bomb, Wave of Force, Earthquake for the Thrall, if I'm looking at that right. Blessed Shield, Johanna, Angelic Armament as well on the Imperious. Yeah, that looks like Earthquake. Hard to tell behind the counter right there. Did Blaze take suppressive fire at 7? He did indeed. He did indeed. 20% per flame stream on the target. So the Immortal is pushing past the fort front gate, but it doesn't look like the rest of the team will join in for more siege. Imperious and Bottom soaking up the wave and pushing it onto the fort front gate with the Holy Fervor. Faster wave clear for him. Oh, no, you got it right. It was 7. The most common level 7s are either Nanomachine Coating for the auto attack speed reduction or Suppressive Fire. I believe there's an Oil Slick talent that can also widen the Oil Slick. Chastise. Yeah, that's a big Light Bomb into the backline. Li Ming looking for the reset. City, she gets one right there. Flank from Blaze, but Li Ming continues to throw in the damage of the Earthquake. The Divine Reckoning, so much has been utilized. Here comes a Lightning Breath from Diablo, trying to cook up that Johanna, but it looks like the Paladin is going to go down in the end. The Anduin does not have enough heals. The Shadow Charge in from Diablo lands the Boom Pow as Greymane gets over to that gets over to safety. So Lightwell doesn't benefit the enemy. Thought the Impalers were going to take down the Worgen there, but a beautiful multi-kill coming out from the side of Pacas on drugs. Li Ming tried to find a bunch of resets there. Next Immortal phase will be in the north-south positioning. Should be announced pretty soon. And until then, we got some waves and camps to be cleared away.
I am on my way, mortals.
All right. 20 seconds to go on the Immortals. 13 talents here will be picked up on the left side in time for that. We do have the Heat of Battle for the Imperious level 13. Increase Molten Armor healing against heroes by 2% for every 1% health Imperious is missing. Does it actually, like, give you the stat for that? No, there's no, like, tool to... Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if there was, like, a little, like, readout for it. If there's a way to check, like, how much Imperious will be getting at certain amounts. That's all. Pizza is all gone. Time to walk back and not slip the set. Take your time, bud. Take your time. Do not bust yourself. Please be careful. A broken wrist is not fun to play games with. Light Bomb connects onto 2. Currently have a Divine Reckoning down on the ground as well. The Johanna's deep into the enemy lines. Temporal Loop activated onto her, but the Iron Skin times out just right. The Leap of Faith as Diablo cooks up Li Ming mid-flight. Lord of Terror getting some revenge from that on the Diablo 3 mage sorcerer, I think, right? Shadow Charge into the wall. First bullet going out somewhere. I heard the connection. A Celestial Charge from Imperious pushes Diablo back, sorry. A Jet Propulsion from Blaze with like no mana coming through as well. Alright. Meanwhile, though, the Fallen Shaman was pushing up top lane. It finally is targeted by the structure. Unfortunately, it's not going to be quick enough because the mini wave's cleared away, and top lane fort does go down. Greymane working a bit on the Immortal here. Diablo with a Fire Stomp out. The Celestial Charge from Imperious not connecting. We continue to wait patiently and see how this next facing unfolds. If won by the side of Pacas on drugs, this will go to bottom lane as the fort down there is fairly healthy on the minimap. Damage being applied here. Good Temporal Loop, a Light Bomb to try and zone back the enemies diving under the Imperious, but realistically it was just Chromie dumping sand from the skies. Li Ming cannot get the Arcane Orb connection right there for that Triumvirate reset. Jet Propulsion summons the Bunker. Didn't really like the positioning on that. They're going to use the Bunker Flame Streams here to burn down the Immortal. And this is a very healthy Immortal for Pacas on drugs going to bottom lane.
We stand victorious.
Alrighty. Blessed hammers for that Johanna. 4 stacks on the piercing light for the Anduin. 16 regeneration globes for Laws of Hope, so still at 25% over that 4 seconds. And a small experience advantage to the left side squad. The Shadow Charge in. Little poke damage in from Chromie into the back line. Some Giggle Beam activation from Whitemane. Does have the subjugation. You'll be seeing the shared punishment level 16. Retreat ping called by somebody. I'm assuming it's the side of Munchies. I think they're going to give away the fort bottom lane. By the way, Blaze is not here. It's a 4v5 with the Immortal. But Blaze is currently getting that top lane fort. He'll get that. They're on the disengage. The Earthquake from Thrall is out. Diablo using the Shadow Charge and Imperius to displace him. Greymane tries to back away. Whitemane does not have the heals in time. And Leemane gets a reset. But I think that's all she's going to find right there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, okay, he's fine. Blaze does rotate down. The Immortal at 50% HP. Diablo goes over the Shadow Charge, finds the Thrall. Blaze, does he have a Jet Propulsion into Old Master? The Pyromania active, turning around for the Anduin. Twin Flames going out as well. But it doesn't look like there was a Jet Propulsion available. The Immortal will be falling soon, getting nearly 50% of the keep. And what a fantastic play from the side of Pacas on Drugs here in map number 2 of this best-of-3 series. Really trying to make this series go the distance, and I'm all for it. Yo, what's up, Zark? How you doing, bud? I think I might have your game later. Are you on WTN? Down from the Johanna right there. Fire Stomp from the Diablo. Leeming throws in some magic missiles. Next Immortal phase should be a minute or 2. Not too far away. 16s on both sides. Subjugation. Chromie continues with their sand. Sandblast build. Fire Stomp build fully for Diablo. We got Lord of his pack for the Greymane. Magic missiles coming out as well. Fire Stomps here and there. However, I'm here because I enjoy watching these guys so much better. Oh, if you don't want, I guess if you don't want, I can skip your game. I was like, oh, I know, that's a viewer that comes by the stream. Let's cast their game for them. Jet Propulsion in from the Blaze. Light Bomb from the Anduin onto Diablo. Right now, the Chastise gets 2 in this disengage. Blaze does not follow up anymore. Jet Propulsion finds 2 with the splash. The Divine Reckoning coming down from the Whitemane. Here is the Earthquake from the Thrall as the Chromie gets the Sandblast Snipe. What a beautiful target from Chromie player. Nicely done, Alpaca, man. Ooh, Chastise. Followed up by a bunch of Lee Ming damage. Chromie will be fine for the time being, though. Oh, okay, bud. We can hear your voice perfectly, but the stream is kind of lacking. Wait, what? Oh, lagging?
I must find another way.
What's up? What's up? How you doing, bud? A handful of damage in. There's going to be Diablo doing his best to back away. I think there was a Bless Shield from the Johanna. Yeah, 55 seconds on that. Celestial Charge over the wall. The Light Bomb coming through as well. That's a huge Light Bomb onto 3. As Li Ming is going to find a couple resets. Temporal Loop will pull back the Imperius. And now Greymane, who is trying to finish up the Immortal, is going to be punished for it. 1,171 HP remains on this Immortal. That's got to be frustrating. There should be not any lag or anything on stream. I dropped some frames earlier, but if you just came into the stream, everything should be fine. Earthquake set up by the Thrall, a Diablo Shadow Charge in, Overpower as well, Divine Reckoning coming down from the White Mane. Celestial Charge in as well, and that's White Mane going down. Alrighty. Immortal phase finished out. Diablo sacrifices himself for it. Not too sure about that one, but he's dead for 58 seconds. Immortal goes to top lane. Bottom lane fort should fall. I don't think Blaze can defend this on his own. I have not had anyone complain about stream stuff. Unless there are stream issues and no one's just said anything. I stopped coaching Chile Mountain. Other good things happening. Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad. I mean, CCL dying was a bummer, but glad that you found some positive in the end of it all. That's always good to hear. Always fantastic to hear that, my friend. Alright, so the Thrall Li Ming showing in top lane. 20s on both sides. Celestial charge in onto the Grey Mane. Chastise as well. Bunker comes down from Blaze as the Light Bomb doesn't get the stun. The little leap of faith to pull Imperius to safety. Grey Mane lunges in with the Dark Flight. The Chastise from the Anduin does get the root. As a wave of force from Li Ming pushes people away from her combo. Trying to get that repulsion value as it does increase by 150. Hundo 50 on that one. Let's see. Heroics, or 20, excuse me. Blunderbuss for the Grey Mane. We've got Fortified Bunker, Piercing Sands, the Scarlet Crusade, or the Judgment Day, excuse me, for the Divine Reckoning, which deals 50% more damage and pulls enemies to the center the first time it hits. We've also got the Hellgate for Diablo, Censure on the Anduin, Repulsion for Li Ming, Earthen Shields for Thrall, so now the Earthquake area, or the allies within, also get benefits from Earthquake, and then Blessed Shield, Radiating Faith, and Impervious for the Imperius. Divine Reckoning coming down. Diablo really low here, does get picked off by the Li Ming, which is a reset, gonna try and find something else, but you had to reload. No worries, bud, no worries. It happens. Glad the issue was resolved. Bottom keep has gone down. Pacas on drugs. They do not continue pushing bottom lane. They're gonna back off. 5 to 13 in current kills. 20 to 21. About a half a level difference, or so, or half a level difference. And the Immortals spawn in the north-south positioning. Blue team, Pacas on drugs in position for this, but Diablo and Imperius are dead, so it's 4v5, but no true main tank. I mean, Blaze can tank for them, but I don't know if they want to have that up against the Johanna. So Grey Mane goes to top, clears out the wave. We currently have Blaze working on camp with the rest of the allies around. And this first half, the Immortals should go over to the enemy squad. Oh, I keep going and grabbing my cup of tea, but there's nothing in it. I need another cup. 29 regeneration glows, by the way, for the Johanna. She needs one more for 35% healing over 4 seconds. 4 or 5? 5 seconds, excuse me. It's a 40-second cooldown. 22 minutes in here. Diablo, 54 souls of the 100. Full 5v5 around. Blaze and crew are working on this Immortal. We haven't had the halfway moment, and to be honest, I'm kind of surprised by the team that lost Diablo and stuff. Like, they're the ones who are actually coming out on top of this, at least the first half. Immortals going to raise potential sides. They got to be happy about this one. Let's go ahead and see how it unfolds. Sandblast being thrown in. No waves or camps pushing in on either side. Lanes are kind of neutral right now. Bottom lane does have that consistent catapult pressure, so it should slowly push out faster than top, which is periodic to periodic. Big combo from Li Ming, forces the bunker down from Blaze. He's chunked below 50%. There's going to be a nice Earthquake from Thrall. The Divine Reckoning with the Judgment Day, the temporal loop. Pull him back in that Thrall. The Light Bomb applied to him as he returns to the enemy team. Earthquake, the Earthen Shields are still finding value, but it will expire right now. And Chromie, oh my god, I thought she was dead right there. One of the bigger streamers with NA-friendly times. Isn't that me? I thought our times were NA-friendly. Chastise thrown out. No one found there. Celestial Charge from the Imperious. Overpower in as well. Can they finish out this latter half of the Immortal phase? Don't know, honestly. The defense is in place here. Chromie has some poke damage over the wall, but Li Ming might be trying to find a combination. Oh, she actually zones the Chromie on the lower side of our screen. Celestial Charge from the Imperious. Bless Shield from the Johanna. They do manage to get the Immortal here. It is going to go into the top lane, favoring the side of Pacas on drugs. The Diablo goes down. He doesn't have souls. What was he at? 78. We currently have catapults in bottom lane. Oh, I'm dropping frames again, chat. Sorry. I don't know. It's Snowstorm's doing something weird for our internet.
The burning hells atone for their sins. I will bring down the gates of hell.
Magic missiles thrown in here. I'd say you're EU friendly. I didn't know that. Well, the Diablo's dead for the next 8. Camp was grabbed for top lane. Top lane keep is on a sliver of HP. We're still dropping frames here. Let me tab out and fix something on OBS, and hopefully that helps us out. But man, oh man, do I hate dropping frames so very much. There we go. Let's try and lower that bit rate and see if that helps. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, bud? Celestial Charge. There's going to be a bunker down from Blaze. The Light Bomb activated as well. Diablo finds the Shadow Charge into the wall. The Leap of Fate to pull. Thrall to safety. The Jet Propulsion is the splash damage onto 1. Diablo comes in with the Hellgate. The Lightning Breath activated. The Earthquake down from Thrall to zone the enemies and slow them in this chase through bottom. And no kill to be achieved from either side. Yes.
Soon be upon you.
Our periodic catapult waves always the same. Like one lane spawns catapults, the other will too if able. Yes. Assuming both forts are gone, they will have matching. It's matching periodic catapults. It's not like you took down the fort at this time, they took down the fort at this time, like a separate time, so the catapults are like off timers. It's just a set timer for those. As you can see, as I showed, like, they literally spawned at the same time. Here, no periodic. Here, no periodic. Yeah, I did see that earlier as well. There were 2 catapults that made it here, and one got pushed over and was griefing that mid tower. Yep. Hey, at least, hey, what's up? At least it's not as bad as Blackheart's Bay, where the catapults literally can't even get to the core or whatever. In bottom lane, catapults get stuck on the rubble of the keep or something weird. Flank from the Jahan on the left side. Denied by the Blaze. Also, happy Thursday, Kyle. Sorry if I missed you. First bullet finds Li Ming. We are 27.5 minutes in as we have a nice light bomb onto Diablo. Temporal loop into Imperious. Diablo goes down. Once again, not enough souls to respawn. Earthquake and Divine Reckoning have been utilized. Bunker is one of the retreat utilities for Pacas on drugs as Munchies find the kill. And they'll get the Immortal, it looks like. But top lane, top lane, top lane. Keep should be confirmed. Bomb.
I must take on a new position.
Best on Blackheart's Bay is the soundtrack of the map. I also personally like pirate theming stuff, so I think the map thematically is cool, but yeah. Towers of Doom, like, best map, period. Blackheart's Bay is, like, one of my favorite maps, like, motif-wise. Oh, remember that? Keep that one down. Catapults are arriving at core right now. We're 28 minutes in, and these catapults are chunky little lads. Yeah, dealing 1,192 damage to structures. Actually, a little bit more now as they've scaled up. Immortal for the side of Munchies, coming into bottom lane. Can they win this map and take this series into 2-0 through bottom? We're going to find out in a moment. Let me snooze some ads so you don't get any.
The demon approaches the gates of heaven.
Your favorite map is Curse Hollow? Well, enjoy it. Nothing wrong with that. You're only wrong if you like Warhead Junction. No one likes Warhead Junction. That's the only map you're wrong on. If you like it, you're wrong. Everything else, that's fine. Chastise goes up from the end, and as we push through the bottom lane, there's going to be a repulsion that displaces the Chromie, but Diablo comes in with the Hell Gate, getting the stun. Judgment out from your white main with that Divine Reckoning. The Immortal down to about 75% HP, the Keep at 50%. The zoning, the defense seems pretty good on the side of Pacas on drugs, but can they save the Keep? Absolutely not. But the Immortal will maybe get a singular auto onto the core shielding. Nope, won't even get that. Dead before the connection hits, and we continue on this map, entering the 30-minute mark in a few seconds here. I kind of hope the blue team wins just so we can get a third game. Me too. I mean, I'm always for as many games as possible for Heroes of the Storm. I literally joked about it during CCL that I'd be like, I want 10 maps today, and production would be like, ugh. Production, they want a fast, easy CCL day. Me, give me every single map, every single game. Like, yes. The most I ever did was St. Patrick's Day during Tespa Collegiate Series with J-How, and I believe we did 5 best of 5s. That was the longest casting day of Heroes I've ever had in my life. I want to say it was like 10 to 12 hours almost. Alrighty. Camps have been grabbed. It's a 10-kill lead for Munchies, but the experience is like a half a level difference. Camps making up a little bit. Passive making up a good chunk. Jet Propulsion denied by the Iron Skin. Anduin. 9 stacks on Piercing Light. Johanna, 41 stacks. For her Laws of Hope, she's healing 40% over 5 seconds. Good chunk of healing. The Immortals are here. Greymane, Chromie on the top left of our screen, already in position for the race. Right side camp being grabbed by the enemy squad of Munchies. Then from Johanna, the Celestial Charge. They're trying to take down Blaze. He gets the bunker activation. Fortified bunker for that 50 armor. The Judgment, there's going to be a pull. Little Leap of Faith, that does save the Imperius. The Thrall is the one to go down. Angelic Armament thrown into the Diablos. He does have full souls. Celestial Charge does not get the stun that they were hoping for. Condemned from Johanna, slowing down the Blaze, but it looks like he's targeting now onto the main tank. Piercing Sands getting some piercing shots as well. Greymane auto attack splash into Li Ming, but she does not go down, and it seems like with the first half of the Immortal 1, they are going for safety. For Pacas on drugs, they want the giga late game Immortal here. Diablo takes the Celestial Charge, does not get hit with the Chastise. Chromie's still working on the Immortal. Blaze jumps into the backline with some help to be sacrificed, but he will not be sacrificed. Still pressuring onto the Immortal phasing here. Johanna steps up with the Condemn. The Sovereign Sweep from the Angel pushes people around, and it's Johanna the one to go down. Imperius picked off on the left. Blaze goes through. We currently have an Anduin running for his life. The Chastise gets 2, but Diablo and friends are mounted up, and they've got the chase onto Anduin. Can they get to him before he's through the gate? Can they get the kill in a second? No, no Finland to be achieved as Thrall has respawned. Wait, but you have to go save your bot. The top keep! Oh my god, they're throwing the game. This is such a throw. This is such a throw right now. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Greymane lunges in, Leap of Faith saves the Thrall. No, you're gonna lose your keep! Oh my. Pacas on drugs. They all jump inside the bunker. The Immortal isn't even at the core yet. And they will take map number 2, 33 minutes and almost 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, this series, we're going to a map number 3. What a series on hand. If you are enjoying the stream, be sure to follow. It costs you $0. We are doing a bunch of Heroes Lounge casting today, so it's a good place for you to hang out for the rest of the day. And also, of course, we stream 6 days a week. We got a very consistent stream schedule, starting every day at 9 a.m. West Coast USA time, 18 CEST, or CET actually right now. But thanks for hanging out. If you happen to have a Prime Gaming that you'd like to use to help us push up our sub goal so we can get to 275 current subs, to use to stay in the stream and get us more fun content for tomorrow's Suffering stream, be sure to consider using your Prime Gaming, subscribing with the Tier 1, all that good stuff if you can. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and run those ads and get into map number 3 when they're done.
I would prepare for your ceaseless
Thanks, Ash Mantle.
if you wish to live. That is.
Wonderful bean. On the left side, we have got Pacas on drugs with a Nanubarak, Kael'thas, Tychus, Blaze, and Rhaegar. Over on the right will be your Munchie crew, looking to maybe get that 2-1 score. We're going to find out. Could be a potential reverse sweep for Pacas on drugs. Deckard, Sylvanas, Muradin, Hogger, and Cassia for the side of Munchies. Let's get into it. Sky Temple, map number 3, and our first best of 3 of the day. We got a lot of Heroes of Storm casting, commentary, and all that good stuff for all of you today, so be sure to strap in, lock in, grab a beverage, grab some snacks, and here we go. EU has way better food regulations, so yeah, I will never disagree on that statement. No. Yeah. Yeah. It was technically on company property, so there's gonna take a quick video for the workers' comp or something. I heard some. Oh, that's actually a really smart idea. Because I mean, if your company didn't salt that walkway, it's their fault legally. Gravity lapse, flame strike. Muradin looking for the dwarf toss over the corner. Gets it to disengage from the Anubarak. Flame strikes by the fort front gate from Kael'thas. Looking for a gravity lapse into Cassia, but cannot find it. We got the Journeyman cooking for the Hogger. Charge strikes Cassia. Sapphire on the Deckard Cain, as well as your Arcane Orbs. As well as your Regeneration Globes with the Mana Addict for Kael'thas, Adrenaline Stim Pack, Grenade for Tychus with the quarterback, Beetles. On Anubarak, everything else looks pretty standard and normal. Block stacks for the Muradin, though. Left side bruiser camp is being worked on, as well as the right. Currently have Anubarak still trying to push things into bottom lane with Siege Giants up against the Cassia Siege Giants. Let's see what potential siege we could see in top lane. Oftentimes, it's if you can get a little bit of siege up here, then there's priority into the top lane objective phasing. But honestly, the camp timing, the rotations, everything is really, really well done from both sides. Oh, yeah, that's a really good example. Yeah, Fanta between US and EU. Oh, Fanta and EU is so good. I remember the first time I had Fanta was literally when I was in Cluj. Like, I guess this is like 2002-ish? 2003, 2004, somewhere in there. I was visiting Cluj and we were going to our family's grave plot. And we stopped at a convenience store for like drinks and stuff, and because we were gonna be there for a while. So I got a Fanta, and I was like, oh, I've never had this. It's orange soda, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. And then I came back to the United States, and I was like, oh, we have Fanta here, and I got one. I was like, this is trash. It's horrible. Anyways, there's a lot of things that from EU I agree with. All right, top lane we do have some shots. Mid lane we have some shots as well. All of them being fired into the side of Pacas on Drudge, but that is going to be delayed out as we currently have a top lane engagement. Techno King trying to back away. Sapphire applied to the Ruby, to the Haradra Cube as he slows down the Tychus. Muradin trying to close the distance on the Tygo. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze doesn't get the stun, but it zones back the Dwarf King, and Muradin unable to get the kill into Tychus. 0-0 in kills so far, almost level 7 on both sides. Meanwhile, Hogger pushes bottom lane. How are we doing on our gamble? 420 to 880. Okay. Small gamble. But it's appreciated for participation. 7's on the right side. Potion of shielding for the Deckard at level 4, by the way. We'll see if he goes into healing reduction with the Emerald level 7. The bomb spread to one of the allies around, just sharing that warmth, if you will. Not the Immortal, the Guardian pushing people around with that little mini gust. Jet Propulsion finds the Cassia, the Twin Flames coming out as well. Can they take down Milla? Absolutely. First blood over to the side of Pacas on Drugs. All right, tiny gamble, but it's a gamble nonetheless. I will say, Hogger was just hard pushing bottom lane like the entire time. I think Sylvanas came down here with some Black Arrows, potentially. Let's check and see her cooldown. Yeah, it looks like she used Black Arrows to amplify the siege. Your country won Eliot. You are allowed to gamble. You gotta remember, I always say this, +0 and -0 are very important distinctions. I learned this from my mod who's from the lowlands. Dense Blast and Powder 7. Use Suppressive Fire for our Blaze, reducing some of that spell power. I guess it's good up against the Sylvanas, but I kind of feel like Nanomachine Coating might have been better here for all the auto attack damage coming out from literally just about everybody. Hogger auto heavy, Cassia auto heavy, Sylvanas. I mean, she's a mixture, but still. Either way, Nubrak burrows in, looking for Muradin with the Living Bomb applied. Gravity Lapse, Flame Strike, the body blocks are in place, the potions are down the ground, the Jet Propulsion from Blaze in the flank, and Muradin falls. Second kill over to the left side. Haunting Wave, I think, was just to check the bush. No one freed Harrison Jones. By the way, this is your Easter egg for the map, if you don't know. Left click on the lid to that well, and you can free Harrison Jones from Tomb of the Spider Queen. You can even see some spider mandibles jump out, trying to catch him as he gets out of said well. 10s, though, on the right side are here. We're about to see heroics on the left as well. Next objective phase. Second objective phase will be bottom. The first two phases are scripted, first being top and center, second being bottom, and then we can do the RNG of singular or double and their placements around the map. Pyroblast for the Kael'thas once again. Cocoon and Nubarak. We have the Odin, Bunker, and Ancestral Healing. On the opposing side, it's that Stay While and Listen, Hortipult, Avatar, Wailing Arrow, and Light Bomb for the Cassia.
My magic flows through the temples. Guardians!
Sorry, my internet just died. Hello? Twitch, would you like to reconnect, please? Of course you don't. I just want to make a living doing what I do. Like, is that too much to ask for? Fucking A, man. Welcome back, everybody. Shit-ass internet being shit-ass again. Absolute malarkey, man. Why am I giving you $130 a month for you to give me shit? Anyways, objective phase is here. Thanks for hanging out if you're still here. Really appreciate Spectrum fucking up my day. Jet Propulsion from Blaze does land onto a couple enemies right now. The shots from the bottom lane bell tower connect onto the fort here. gonna bounce around. Big Stalewan Listen coming out from the Decker Cane. Gonna connect onto a couple enemies. We have our Nubrek Burrow charging away. Ball Lightning from Cassia summoned. Wailing Arrow into the back line as well.
Dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something.
Fire Blast almost takes down the
Please give
Cassia.
this to Spectrum. They need it more than I do.
Jet Propulsion in from Blaze, landing a stun really quickly. As Tygus continues to work on bottom lane, objective facing. Nubrek able to burrow charge away. And it looks like the last shots of the objective will confirm bottom lane for it. Top lane wave will crash onto the fort up here as well soon.
My temple's power. Return to your war.
Journeyman cooking with 16 stacks currently. We got 17 regeneration globes. Kyle, thanks for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Yep, welcome to America, greatest country on the planet. Coon onto the Deckard Cane as we have that broken away. No follow-up into anyone else. Top lane fort would be fine for the time being. Dude, it's just such a momentum killer, dude. Such a stream momentum killer, like... We'll poke damage onto a Nubrek right now, but it will not be enough to find a kill. Just forces him to burrow charge away. Jet Propulsion finds Sylvanas. Hunting wave back through the wave. Or slick down on the ground as well. Just unstable poison to clear out the wave quite quickly here.
Of the sun rose within the temples. Soon they shall bask in my glory.
Did stream not fully reset? Was there no first? Little Impale thrown back into the Sylvanas. That's Blasting Powder, getting the extra Dynamite out as we have the Jet Propulsion from Blaze onto Muradin. I didn't fully reset. Okay, thank you. I was just down for so long. I just assumed that it was completely reset. Burrow charge in, met by Stale While and Listen. We currently have a Ball Lightning from Cassia coming out as well. Nubrek does go down first. Gravity Lapse on the left side onto Muradin. Another structure to fall as the shots rain in from Decker Cane on the point. Said shots, I believe, are going into top. Bottom objective is still full on shots and availability as Alpaca Man does rotate down for that one. No, it's like they know the issue. They know exactly what the issue is. They just won't go fix it properly. It's so tilting, dude. Been complaining about this for 3 years. 3 years! Like, Jesus, just fix the goddamn node. Stop putting band-aids on it and fix it. More shots out from the bottom lane objective phase onto the bottom lane keep front gate. Swirl of Ceiling finds two. Decker Cane, by the way, with the Ancient Blessings level 13, but the fight with the Odin is here. We currently have a Cocoon onto the Cassio. Wailing Arrow out from Sylvanas as well, as the Hogger somehow, some way is still alive. The Ancestor Healing onto a Nubrek to provide him with a nice bolstered health bar. Tygo dashes forward with Odin. And that will expire in just a moment here as the last shots from bottom will be confirmed by the side of Pacas on drugs. Top four goes down to the minion wave available. Sorry, my heater was off. invade onto the camp with the 16 talents here, but a great Gravity Labs denies them getting the camp experience. They still get the kill onto Tychus, which is probably more experience than the camp. Sylvanas wants to chase him more with the Windrunner. Doesn't get the second teleport. Probably sees the Anubarak and stuff around and says, that's probably death if I go in. But a boss to be called here for the bottom lane. Looking to get onto the point over here. No, he's just fishing around. But yeah, Blaze is in top lane. It's pretty evident that they're not going to be invading this. Also with the dead Tychus too. I think Blaze might have been just, or Anubarak was just trying to sell the idea that they might invade onto that and force mispositioning, but none to be had. And here we go, siege through bottom lane. It's blasting powder. A little early siege, piercing bolt through the side gate. Siege Giants plus boss. It's a pretty hefty push in bottom lane. Breck burrows in. Well, the Forsaken from Sylvanas activated. Cocoon onto the Hogger. The Black Arrow activated. They're getting Windrunner value through a few enemies. Ball Lightning goes out from the Cassia. Doesn't look like it got many volleyball bounces. Boss is still really healthy in bottom. This should be bottom keep confirmed. They know this. They're just going to back away and set up for maybe top right camp. I don't think they really... Well, Sylvanas could reset, and objective phasing is already here. 29 seconds to go.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
As I said, the keep is confirmed in bottom just as the boss does go down. Objective phasing is... if they trade, it's just right now it's the lead for Munchies. They can comfortably just trade objectives if they would like. Obviously, Pacas on drugs, they want to step up and try and make something happen with this. Team fight-wise. Especially before level 20. See it good. Lightning Fury to check the bush. The Jet Propulsion from Blaze slows down Muradin here. Tychus already on point. Get some shots into the keep front gate and top lane. Camp is pretty hefty here. Muradin getting the vision just below our screen. Set up in the bush. Tychus knows this, though. I mean, he just grabbed it. It's pretty obvious that he's going to be in the bush there. And it's actually shots going on the left side. The front gate being battered and barraged. So what are they going to do here? They're just clearing out the camp? Like, I feel like the big priority is just go for a team fight. The camp can push up the wave more. You're just giving free shots away in most of the objective phase. A little bit of an awkward moment. Burrow charge from Anubarak. Ancient Blessings activated by the Decker King as the Cocoon goes on to the Old Man. We currently have a Cassia fending into the backline. Wailing Air from Sylvanas and Hawkman getting the Ancestor healing as Bird and Dwarf launches in, looking for the Storm Bolt or something. Gets the piercing onto 2. Looking for the final damage onto Tygo and will be able to do so. There's a Fendant from Cassia. And they find a double kill. Now chasing down the Rhaegar, using the lunge to get to a safer side of the lane. Blaze goes down on the point. As Hogger chases Anubarak, Sylvanas looking for the Rhaegar. King Solomon shaking Sylvanas on a bit of an adventure right now, and we'll see if the Rhaegar can get out of here alive. But I don't think so. There's a Haunting Wave. Reveals. Shadow Dagger's there. Totem goes down. It's not enough. Objective phase has ended in top lane. Cassia pushing the wave. Hogger going for bottom. Looks like Cassia, with the help of Decker, they're just going to step up and tank tower shots and siege. Ancient Blessing activation, and Anubarak just gets popped right there. Black arrows, and they start stepping past. The Burden's like, I want a good old 2-1, and that right there is what we call on this channel a... With the 5-member wipe at the end. A couple of respawns happening here. Shots from Hogger in bottom lane taking care of the mid-keep, and Will the Forsaken needs to be activated by Sylvanas so she can get through the core defenses of those tornadoes. 20 talents here on the right side as well. Respect the Elderly, Deafening Blast. We've got the Murden Hardened Shield, as well as the Secret Stash and Infinite Lightning for Cassia. A couple of those shots landed onto the core. 86% remains, and it doesn't seem like there's a call to end from Munchies. Okay, they have not confirmed the game, and who knows? Maybe Pacas on drugs can turn things around. We're gonna find out here in a moment. Oh, 20's on the right side, though. We've got a Rewind to Nubarak, Flamethrower Kael'thas, Odin with the big red button, as well as Bunker fortified by Blaze, and your Ancestor healing. Farseer's Blessing upgrade. Tension! Boss is up in 3 seconds. Nubarak finds the Muradin, I think, for a moment. Sylvanas activates Word Forsaken, just sprinting on out of this right now. Yeah, good disengage. Clean and easy disengage from Sylvanas. I've been able to Dwarf Toss away. God, it's just tense in this one. Single objective. If they get this, I believe it's GG. I think there's enough damage out of this objective phase just to take down the core right now. 28,000 points of damage to go through. It's usually like a little over 1,000 per shot, if I'm not mistaken.
Blue team's core is under
It's actually 710 currently. Oh, but they're just going core with Sylvanas. Okay, there's that. Boss got grabbed. A couple hearts. Okay, so they're getting the core shielding down. Old Master sacrifices themselves, pulls the enemies back to the Hall of Storms, and this is just this is just super smart. This is just absolutely brilliant right here coming out from Munchies. I don't think, like, they literally just have to get Blaze not on the point, and one shot wins it. Muradin was actually there as well, apparently. GG, well played. The members of Munchies take the series in a 2-1. Oh, I'm sorry, chat. It's just so tilting, dude. It's so tilting. I'm trying so hard to be positive and move past this shit, but it's just like every day for like the last weeks, I'm getting so sick and tired of it. So sick and tired of it. Nothing I can do about it either. I can just text a guy and let him know that the issues are still not fixed, and they're gonna go, oh, okay, thanks.